Yeah, I was trying to figure out, what did I do different? Why am I extra tight today? And it's not anything I did. It's the anxiousness of what's going on, changing the house around, holiday stuff. It's like, oh yes, low back, hip flexors, neck. It likes to hang out in there, all that stress and anxiety of the holidays. I'm so thankful for yoga. Yay. All right, sitting it up nice and tall, crown of the head, lifting towards the ceiling, maybe rocking it a little side to side or a little front to back, just to find some stability here. Actually, go a little bit, let's do some torso circles. So we'll go ahead and circle the torso. Oh yeah. We're gonna do this for an hour. Okay. Just taking this and making nice big circles. You can make those circles as big as you want, and you can use your hands as leverage if you need to make them bigger. If you're feeling like, oh, that feels good there, or back here. Good, and then let's go ahead and circle that the other way. So making circles going the other way. Nice big torso circles. Good, and then let's slowly bring that back to the center and begin to roll our shoulders out. So rolling them back. And go ahead and roll that forward. And rolling that back. And roll that forward. And I'm rolling mine kind of fast. You can have yours roll your shoulders as slow as you need to. Let's go ahead and shrug the shoulders up to the ears. Hold that here for a moment. And then release that down. We're going to do that again. Go ahead and shrug that up. And then release that down. So with our arms released down now, they can be resting on your side or on your thighs. Let's drop our chin towards our chest. So now we've got a nice release in the, the back of our shoulders. I'm feeling that in my neck, in my traps. So the upper part of the neck, the upper part of the shoulders, those muscles right back in there. Lift that head center and take our eyes to the sky. Go ahead and drop that chin back to chest. And then eyes to sky. And chin back to chest. And eyes to sky. Head back to center, so nice and neutral. Let's look over to the right. Imagining that we can have our chin going over towards the shoulder. As we're looking to the right, let's go ahead and take our left hand over to our right thigh. And then we can move our right hand a little bit to our side and begin a little spinal twist too. So getting the neck and the spine right here. Good. And bring that back to center, looking to the left. Thinking about our chin going over towards our shoulder. And then we can add in the rest of that spine. So right hand's going to go to the left thigh, left hand just beside us, and a little twist here. And this is just the babiest of baby twists. So the littlest twist. And then bring that back to center. Roll those shoulders back and roll that forward. Good, let's add a sun breath. So let's go ahead and inhale and sweep our arms up. And exhale it out. That feels good. Inhale and sweep it up. And exhale it out. And inhale and sweep it up. Let's go ahead and drop our right hand down as we exhale and lengthen over. And that's the wonderful part too, that we're working our arms, doing all of this other stuff. By us staying in this simple cross leg while we're doing all of this, we are helping to release those hip flexors subconsciously or maybe consciously. But it's nice that we get to stay in the simple cross leg for a while to help, especially if they're super tight. Let's inhale deeply here. And exhale it out. Good. Inhale and sweep the arms up. As we exhale, let's go ahead and drop that left hand down. Reach over with the right. And breathing it here as well. So breathing deeply on this side. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. Let's inhale and sweep it up. One more time each side. Go ahead and drop that right hand again. And reach over left. And maybe allowing yourself to open the rib cage towards the ceiling. So not closed off, but opening this up. Oh, and you might get a good hip and side stretch here. Let's inhale and sweep this up. Take it to the other side. Drop that left hand again and reach this over and think about that rib cage, belly twisting open. And inhale and sweep. As we exhale, let's go ahead and clasp our hands behind us, opening that chest. Now, if this is difficult, grab your strap. You can hold your strap behind you too. You don't have to clasp those hands, or you can even hold wrists. If you're having finger troubles, that can sometimes happen, especially because we are cold still. Like we haven't done a lot of warming up movements yet. We've got those arms behind us. Chest is open. Drop our chin to chest. Lift our head to center. Look over to the right. Look over to the left. Head back to center. Bend at our elbows. Let's take our hands to the left waist. So left side and elbow goes back. Ooh, yeah. Chest and shoulder stretch right here. And then switch. Elbow goes back. Chest and shoulder. And then release that. Good. Shake that out. Inhale and sweep our arms up. And exhale it out. And inhale and sweep it up. Let's clasp our hands at the top. Press our palms towards the ceiling. Lengthen up through that torso. Lengthen up through our arms. And we'll do our nice side breath. Get our nervous system activated. So let's inhale it here. And big exhale it out with a big sigh. 2 more times. Big deep inhale. And big sigh out. 1 more time. Big deep inhale. And big sigh out. Good. Bring those arms out. Stop hands. Rotate wrists. Rotate the other way. And then release our arms down to our sides. Good. Roll the shoulders back and go ahead and roll that forward. Shake that out. Good. Let's go ahead and lean ourselves back. So if you're sitting on something, you can move that. You don't have to. If you want to sit on it the whole time, you can. But we're going to lean ourselves back and we're going to start to get our lower body a little bit warmed up. Let's take those legs from side to side. Right here. Oh man, that'd be really funny. I know sometimes our bodies do have like the bones crack and the joints crack. They have sound effects, but what if they had like really big sound effects? Mine would be crying a lot. Wailing, my hip flexors would be wailing. Good. Let's go ahead and keep that right foot in front. Zigzag it up tall. So let's sit it up tall. Let's do a little bit of a twist to the left first. Ooh. And then our big twist to the right. Big twist. Lovely twist. I love this one. Hip is lifted, or if it's available to be lifted. Sometimes if you're super hyper flexible, you may not be lifting. But glute, hip, lifted. Oh, enjoy that twist. Maybe looking over that right shoulder and maybe taking your eyes and looking even further if that's possible. Let's breathe it here. Deeply inhale and exhale. Once again, deeply inhale And exhale. Good, let's bring it back to center and let's go quick for 4. So let's take this for 4 and center. It's 3 and center. Oh, it's 2 and center. And last 1 and center. Good. We're going to do pigeon later on. So let's go ahead, square our hips right over, or square our torso right over our thigh, over our hips. And we'll just do a little bit of a modified tiny baby pigeon right here. You can be on your hands, or you can be on your elbows, or you can be folded flat if you're already there. If your flexibility, if your mobility is letting you go there already. And a few breaths here. And then getting that nice warm up for those hips, those glutes, glute medius, glute maximus, inner thigh, outer thigh on the other leg. And then let's go ahead and press ourselves back up and lean ourselves back, and we'll take our legs side to side again. So windshield wipering those legs. Did I just make up that word, wipering? No, not a word. Good, take this from side to side. And then let's go ahead and take this zigzag to the other side. So that left leg is forward, sit it up tall, lengthen up tall, and twist first to the right. So get a tall twist to the right. And then let's get that wonderful extended twist to the left. Yes. Yeah. And looking over that shoulder, and maybe eyes looking a little bit further. And breathing it here. Deep inhale. And exhale it out. Let's do 2 more of these breaths. Inhale it deeply here. And exhale it out. And again, big deep inhale. And exhale it out. Good, bring this back to center. And then let's go quick for 4. So let's take this for 4 and center. It's 3 and center. It's 2 and center. And last 1 and back to center. And then let's go ahead and square our torso right over our front thigh, or that left thigh. Hand on the hands, on the elbows, or all the way forward if it's available to you. And if you did it on the other side. So remembering that we are going for balance here. So if you couldn't do it on the other side, then don't push it to do it on this side. Go to that same space, because that helps to prevent injury. When we do too much on one side than on the other, it makes it easier to get injured. Just breathing deeply in this little tiny pigeon. And then press ourselves up. Let's go ahead and bring our feet together. Do a little bit of a butterfly here. Sit this up tall, opening inner thighs. Yeah. And inhale it here. And exhale it out. One more time. Big deep breath. Inhale it here. And exhale it out. Good. Let's take our legs long with a slight bend in the knee. Flexing through our feet, let's reach up through our arms, and let's go ahead and hinge this forward. So let's stretch through our spine, keep our shoulders as much away from your ears as you can. So let's lengthen through spine and arms. Inhale and lift this up, and then exhale, hinge it forward. Inhale and lift, and exhale and hinge. Inhale and lift, and exhale and hinge. Inhale and lift. Let's hold this here. As we exhale, let's go ahead and drop our right hand to the outside of our left thigh. Left hand behind us. Long-legged twist here. And breathe. Ooh, I feel this way up in my scapula, way up in the top of my spine. Very good. Breathe it here. Bring it back to center. Inhale and lift. And exhale and hinge. Inhale and lift. And exhale and hinge. Inhale and lift. Let's hold this here. Go ahead and drop that left hand to the right thigh. Right hand behind us. Long leg twist. And breathe. And yes, I feel it in the same place on the other side. That's nice. Breathing that there. Inhale and lift this up. And exhale and hinge. Inhale and lift. And exhale and hinge. This time, let's inhale and lift, but lean ourselves back. And then we're going to stay back right here. And as we exhale, we're just going to take our arms out in front of us so that we're in a modified boat. So we've got our nice modified boat here. Open those shoulders, open that chest, release any tension that might be going on in that neck. Got that nice strong boat here. Breathe it. Inhale deep. And exhale it out. And again, inhale it deep. And exhale it out. From this boat, let's move our hands behind us, fingers facing towards our toes. Let's go into a table. So reverse tabletop. Pressing through our hands, through the heel of our hand, press through our feet. Let's lift our pelvis. Yeah. This is strengthening and stretching at the same time. Love it. Inhale it deep. And exhale it. And inhale it again. And exhale it. Good. Drop that pelvis down. Lengthen through our legs. Let's find a staff pose. So reach up through our arms. Find that very strong staff pose right here. Breathe it here. Inhale it deep. And exhale it out. And inhale it deep. And exhale it out. One more time. Inhale it deep. And exhale it out. Good. Let's go into reverse table one more time. So bring our hands behind us. Bend our knees, feet on the floor. Lift that pelvis up. Oh, very good. And maybe you're able to lift the pelvis a little higher on this second time around. Breathe it here. Inhale it deeply. And exhale it out. And inhale it deeply. And exhale it out. Good. Drop that pelvis down. Back into a staff pose. So lengthen through our legs. Sit right on top of those sits bones. Reach up through our arms, through our fingertips. Let's breathe it here. Inhale it. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Good. Release our arms down. Let's bring that right leg in. That nice little half jackknife right here. Give that a big hug. Let's take our right over our left. So right leg over the left. Wrap that left arm around. And now we get to get into that deeper stretch in the glutes. Right here, keep that left foot flexed and active. Looking over that right shoulder, breathe. Deep inhale and deep exhale. Just enjoying the expansion of the inhale and then the smoothing and contraction of the exhale. Let's go ahead and twist it to the other side. So just twisting to the right. To the, left. Good, and then bring that back to center. Back into nice straight legs. Let's go ahead and bring our left leg in. Give that a nice big hug. So half jackknife on this side. Give that a big hug. Wrap that right arm around that left leg and let's twist it to the left. Ooh, oh wait. Let's go ahead and take that left leg over the right. There we go. It's like, what's missing? That right there. Oh, and you can feel that right there in the glute. Looking over that shoulder. Right foot is flexed and active. And then let's go ahead and take that to the inside right here. Wonderful. And bring that back to center. And go ahead and lengthen through those legs again. Let's grab your block. We're going to take ourselves onto our backs, do a little bit of bridge. So a little bit of bridge warm up and then a little bit of bridge work. So let's take ourselves all the way onto our backs. We've got that block between our knees. That helps engage our inner thighs, but it also helps to strengthen too, because we're having to hold that block there the whole time. So that means automatic squeeze of that block. So we've got our feet lined up with our knees lined up with our hips. Let's press through our hands, elbows, and triceps. Lift our pelvis up off the floor into a wonderful bridge. And then very slowly, let's go ahead and imprint the spine into the floor. So we'll take this bridge up and down a few times. So let's go ahead and inhale and lift this up. And then exhale and lower this down. And then inhale and lift this up. And exhale and lower this down. And one more time. Inhale and lift this up. And exhale and lower this down. Good. Imprinting that. You get kind of a tiny bit of a back massage. Let's go ahead and lift the pelvis up towards the ceiling. So find our strong bridge here. Maybe take your shoulders underneath you a little bit. If you want to walk your feet a little bit closer to your glutes, you can. We're going to hold it here in this bridge for a few breaths. Inhaling it for 4. So inhale right here. And then exhale it out. 3 more breaths. Inhale it here. And exhale. And as we're in this bridge, while you're doing this breath, think about the breath going down into the belly rather than just up into the lungs. So think about when you're breathing as deep down into that belly as possible. So inhale it here. And then when you let all of that air out, make it every bit out. And one more breath here. Inhale it deeply. And exhale it out. Good. Let's go ahead and press through our toes and lift our heels so we get a good calf stretch here. A little calf stretch in the bridge. And then let's go ahead and flatten through our feet. Press through our heels, lift our toes, flexed feet. Little shin stretch, quadricep stretch. Good, go ahead and flatten through those feet. Let's go ahead and drop our pelvis down towards the floor, and then we can release that block. Reach behind right thigh, pull that in, and then release, reach behind left thigh, pull that in, and release. Drop both of our knees over to one side, take yourself on your side, and then let's press ourselves up onto all fours, and let's go into some cat and cow. Go ahead and place your blocks where you would like them for when we get to sun salutations in a few minutes. So we've got our shoulders over our wrists and our hips are over our knees. Let's go into some cat and cow. Drop that belly, inhale. Round that spine, exhale. 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 Oh, that feels good. Good. Let's go ahead and keep it rounded. So we're keeping that back nice and rounded, nice and lifted, and maybe rocking it a little bit from side to side or front to back. And you can feel a good stretch in those shoulders, in those wrists. Just taking that right there. Very good. And then we're going to go to a neutral spine. So go ahead and let's flatten that out. Ooh, neutral spine. And let's go into our first balance. So let's take ourselves into our bird dog. Let's lift our right leg up. Flex through our foot. Toe is pointing down. Reach out through that left arm. Wonderful bird dog balance here. This quadruped balance. Let's go ahead and take our elbow to our knee, go for 6 times. So bring this in for 6 and reach. It's 5 and reach. It's 4 and reach. 3 and reach. It's 2 and reach. And last one. Let's reach it and hold it. Inhale it here. And then exhale, release the arm, release the leg. Very nice. Let's take it back into our first child's pose here. Oh yeah. Glutes go back towards heels, stretching through the fronts of those feet, stretching through those arms, those shoulders, the neck, the back. So many good things going on right here. Breathing through that. And then let's go ahead and bring ourselves back up. All fours. A little bit of cat and cow. Drop that belly, inhale. Round that spine, exhale. Drop that belly, inhale. Round that spine, exhale. Flatten through that back. Now let's take it to bird dog on the other side. So let's go ahead and lift our left leg up, flex through that foot, toe pointed down. Reach out through that right arm. So you've got that nice balance here. Elbow to knee 6 times. Bring this in for 6. And reach. It's 5 and reach. 4 and reach. 3 and reach. It's 2 and reach. And last one. Let's reach and hold. Excellent. Good. Release the arm. Release the leg. Child's pose once again. Take that back. Glutes go back towards heels. I love this one, stretching through the fronts of the feet. So good. And stretching through that back. If you've got your face down on the floor, then go ahead and look forward at your fingertips and let's walk our hands over to the right. Take our left hand right on top of that right hand, and then left glute's gonna go right to that. Ooh. Left heel. Stretching right there. And then let's walk those hands over to the other side. So walking over to the left, take that right hand right on top of that left hand. Right glute goes to that right heel. So good. Wonderful. Bring this back to center. Good. Let's take ourselves into our sun salutation. So we'll go into our first downward facing dog. Let's curl our toes under, keep our knees bent as we lift our tails to the sky. Relax that head and neck in between those shoulders and arms. Maybe nodding that head yes, or maybe shaking that head no. Just enjoying this inversion, meaning that the head is lower than the heart. And then let's begin to pedal our feet. And you can over-exaggerate that pedaling as much as you want, like taking those hips from side to side if that feels good for you. Pedaling that, lengthening through those calves, through those hamstrings. Hips are going from side to side. Very good for that back. And let's go ahead and drop our heels down towards the floor. Find a little bit of stillness here in this downward facing dog. Let's lift up on our toes. Our heels are high. And then let's go ahead and drop our heels over down to one side. And lift that back up center. And drop it to the other side. And lift that back up center. Good, and let's go ahead and walk our feet to meet our hands. So we're just standing forward fold. Ooh, at the front edge of our mat. Nice. So we've got that wonderful standing forward fold. Let's root our toes into the floor, root our heels into the floor. We can let our arms dangle right here in a ragdoll as we begin to center that, folding in half. Let's take opposite elbow. With the opposite hand, make a frame for that head. So that upper body is heavier. Fold it in half. And maybe you can slightly feel that extension and that extra stretch in those hamstrings as your upper body is being pulled towards the floor, as it's heavier and heavier. And then go ahead and release those arms. Just let them dangle. Let that relax. Good. Grabbing our blocks. Let's go ahead and inhale. Flat back. Oh, and then exhale, release. Let's do that again. Inhale, nice flat back tabletop. And then exhale, release. And again, inhale, flat back. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. So go up slow because our head has been low this whole time. So take a step nice and slow. Inhale. And then let's take it around into a chair. Let's inhale and lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale it around to chair. Inhale and lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Our right foot's going to stay forward. Our left foot's going to go back into lunge. Left hand is going to be on the block or on the floor or on a chair, wherever you need it. And we open ourselves up into a nice spinal twist over to the right. And breathe. Good, bring this back to center. Take our right foot back to meet our left foot into a top of plank. Strong top of plank here. Let's shift that weight forward, drop to the fronts of the knees, uncurl our toes. We've got our chest right here, so we're going to take ourselves down, that nice tricep push-up, and then heart comes up off the floor, baby cobra. Oh, feel that. Yeah. Curl our toes under, lift and press, downward facing dog, and breathe. Enjoy this little rest, this inversion in your downward facing dog. From here, let's walk our feet to meet our hands, standing forward fold, front edge of our mat, back to those blocks. Let's inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale it around a chair. Inhale and lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through spine. Exhale and release. Left foot stays forward, right foot goes back into lunge, right hand on block or on the floor. And let's open spinal twist to the left. Breathe it here. And bring this back to center. Take that foot back to meet the other foot into a top of plank. Strong top of plank here. Shift that weight, drop to fronts of the knees, uncurl our toes. Heart goes down, heart lifts up. Curl our toes under, lift and press. Downward facing dog and breathe. Walk our feet to meet our hands. Standing forward fold. We'll do that again one more time on each side. Let's inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale it around to chair. Inhale and lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Right foot stays forward, left foot goes back, lunge. Left hand on block or on the floor. Spinal twist. Opening that up and breathing. Good. Bring this back to center. Take our foot back to meet the other foot into a top of plank. Shift our weight forward, drop to fronts of the knees, uncurl our toes. Take the heart down, lift that heart up. Curl our toes under, lift and press. Downward facing dog and breathe. Walk our feet to meet our hands. Standing forward, front edge of our mat. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale it around the chair. Inhale and lift. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Our left foot stays forward, right foot goes back, right hand on block or floor. And twist this open. I was really nervous that I was going to get the wrong side there. Twisting that open and breathe. My brain was slower wiring. I was like, left, right, left. Good. Bring this back to center. Take that foot back to meet the other foot into the top of plank. Let's shift that weight forward, drop to fronts of the knees, uncurl our toes, take the heart down, lift that heart up. Curl our toes under, press ourselves up, downward facing dog. Let's do our pigeons here. So we're in our down dog. Maybe nod that head yes again, or shake that head no if you've got any tension that's built up. Kind of releasing that. Let's center our weight here. Go ahead and lift our right leg, bend in our right knee, and drop our heel over towards that glute. Going to bring that bent knee back to center. And then let's go ahead and sweep this through. Take ourselves into a pigeon. Oh, yes. On the hands, on the elbows, or all the way down. Goodness gracious. And breathe. Let's go ahead, bring ourselves up, and we're going to bring ourselves all the way up into that downward facing dog again so that we can do this pigeon on the other side. Relax that head and neck, maybe nod that head again, or shake that head, or do both. Centering that weight again, let's lift our left leg this time, bend at that knee, and drop that heel over towards the glute. Breathing that. Bring that bent knee back to center, and let's sweep it through. Pigeon on this side. On the hands, on the elbows, or all the way down. And remember, trying to do the same thing on each side. And trying to find that balance. And breathe. And let's go and press ourselves up. Press ourselves all the way up, downward facing dog. Breathe that here. Relax that head and neck. Good. Let's walk our feet to meet our hands. Standing forward, fold, front edge of our mat. Good. We've got those blocks. Let's go ahead and inhale, flat back. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale around to chair. Inhale and sweep this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Right foot stays forward, left foot goes back. Drop our left heel. Lining up our front heel with that back arch, back foot arch. And then let's go ahead and bring ourselves up into a nice warrior one. So nice warrior one legs. Good, front knees bent. Back leg is pressed, or foot is pressed into the floor. From this warrior one, let's go ahead and open into our proud warrior, warrior two. Good, strong, proud warrior. Drop our back arm, take our palm up. Peaceful warrior, reach through this and breathe. Let's release our front leg. Shift our hips a little bit and then windmill ourselves down into a triangle. Feel free to use a block or hand can be on that shin or that thigh. Just remembering not to rest it on a joint, so it's not on the knee joint. Breathe it here. Good. Let's bring ourselves up. We've got both our legs nice and wide. Release our arms, walk our back foot in a little bit, heel toe, maybe 2 steps. Hands to prayer at low back, turning this into pyramid, and we'll work on our balance warrior 3. So let's pyramid it first. We'll flatten that back. We've got both of our legs straight. Boy, do I feel that hamstring stretch in that front leg. And then let's begin to work on our warrior 3. So that may be you up on the toe. It may be lifting and lowering. It may be working on that hinge with lifting that leg, and arms can be wherever you would like them to be, wherever they are most supportive for you or feel most challenging for you. So finding yourself in that warrior 3. Man, hamstring day today. Feeling that. Very good. And let's go ahead and hinge ourselves up into a half staff. And then release our arms, or release the legs, not our arms, release our legs down to meet the other foot. Let's reach this up, inhale, exhale, dive it down and over. Good, nice forward fold, inhale, into tabletop. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale it around the chair. Inhale and lift it up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, flat back. Exhale and release. Left foot's going to stay forward, right foot's going to go back. Drop our right heel. Now let's line up our front heel. So left heel lines up with that back right foot arch. And right up into a warrior 1. Very nice. That helps with the alignment so much. Just that imaginary line from the heel to the arch. And then let's open this up into our proud warrior. Good, dropping our back arm, take our palm up, peaceful warrior reach. Very strong here. And then back into that warrior 2. Good. Let's go ahead and release that front leg and take ourselves down into our triangle. Open that up. Oh, so good. Wonderful stretch and breathing. Remembering not to hold your breath, but use that deep inhale. Use that deep exhale. Good, and let's go ahead and bring ourselves up. Release the arms, walk the back foot in, heel toe. Hands to prayer at low back. Go ahead and turn that nice flat back. And then let's go ahead and begin to work on our warrior 3 on this side. So trying to balance that out with the other side. So either on a toe, lifting and lowering, or trying to work on that hinge with that balance. Arms, again, wherever they are most supportive for you or challenging. And let's go and hinge this into a staff pose, half step. And then let's release that foot down next to the other foot. Inhale and lift it. Exhale, dive it down and over. Move those blocks off to the side. Inhale and sweep our arms up again. Exhale, dive it down and over again. Good. Take both of our feet back into a top of plank. Shift our weight forward. Drop the fronts of the knees. Uncurl our toes. Take our hearts down. Lift our hearts up. Good, finding that baby cobra. Let's do a breath or 2 here in this cobra. So inhaling it and exhaling it. One more time, inhale it here and exhale it. Good. Release this down. Let's do a little bit more strengthening for that back. Good, healthy spine. So let's bring our arms out, legs out, lift our left arm, right leg. Let's lift this up, opposing muscles, opposing muscle groups. Let's breathe it here. Inhale it deeply. And exhale it out. And again, inhale it deeply. And exhale it out. Release the arm, release the leg. Take it to the other side. Well, right arm, left leg, lift. And breathe it here. Inhale it deep. And exhale it. And inhale it deeply. And exhale it. Good. Release that. Hands by chest. Let's press ourselves back into a nice child's pose here. Oh, get a good opposing stretch for that low back. Wonderful. Good. Let's take our hands right by our knees, press ourselves up. We're going to take ourselves down onto our backs. Grab what you need for final relaxation when we get there. Also grab a strap because we're going to do that first. So we're going to open up those hips a little bit more and stretch our legs a little bit more. I'm going to move that. Let's go ahead and take ourselves down onto our backs. Let's go ahead and take that strap around our right foot and go ahead and pull that in. So let's lengthen through that left leg. Pull that right leg in and give that a nice big hug. Oh, hip flexors, I love you. Maybe if I use reverse psychology, I love you. Be nice to me. Press up through the heel to the ceiling. Pull the leg towards you. Nice hamstring stretch right here. Good. Let's go ahead and keep our strap in our right hand, and we'll just open that leg up a little bit off to the side. That might mean lower, so it's more like a pizza slice rather than like a quarter of a pie. More a pie slice. Oh, yeah, that feels good. Just allowing that hip to be open right here. And it might not touch the ground. Mine is not touching the ground. Sometimes it does. It is not touching the ground today. It might be way off to the side, or it might be like 10 feet up in the air. That's okay. We're still opening that and getting that hip stretch. Good. Go ahead and bring that leg back to center. Pull that towards you again. Good hamstring stretch. Let's take the strap into the left hand now, and let's do that deep twist. So cross the body twist. Taking that right arm out. Look over to the right and breathe. So many places here. This breathe deeply in there and into that. And having awareness of maybe where you're feeling it at. Or maybe today is the day where you're feeling it so many places. Have awareness of where you're not feeling it. In my eyelashes, not feeling it in my eyelashes today. Breathe deep. And let's go and bring that leg back to center. Pull that towards us. Ooh, that feels a lot stretchier. Go ahead and release that left leg, bend that knee, and we can release that strap around that foot. Let's take that right foot, right knee, and then imagine that we can take that whole leg and just fold it gently onto our belly or our chest. Imagine that it's just holding. And if you can think about really pressing your sacrum, your upper glute and low back into the floor as you're getting this really good stretch, it will get a wonderful sciatic stretch right here. If you can think about gluing that top part of the glute to the floor while the other part of the glute is coming up. Good, and then release that. Let's take it to the other side. So let's take that around our left foot, pull that in, give that a big hug. Yeah. And then let's press through that heel to the ceiling, pull that leg towards us. So first hamstring stretch. We get 3 hamstring stretches in this today. Good, let's go ahead and take our left hand, keep that strap in the left hand, and let's drop that leg across. Oh, this side is not as tight as the other side. So you might be recognizing something like that, or maybe the side is a lot tighter than the other side. But just recognizing that and breathing into it. Trying not to fix it, but just recognition, awareness. That helps relieve the stress of the unknown if there is awareness and recognizing, oh, yeah, okay. Just allowing that to stretch. Let's go ahead and bring that leg back to center. Our second hamstring stretch. Go ahead and pull that towards you again. Oh. Now let's keep that strap in the right hand. Deep spinal twist. Drop that leg across. Left arm is out, looking to the left. And breathe it. Yep. Lovely. Eyelashes are the only place I'm not feeling it on this side. I think the other side was tired. But breathe it deeply. Remember that breath is your superpower here. That inhale expands all of that tightness and opens it up. And then that exhale smooths it out, warms everything up. The inhale brings that oxygen there. Oh, so good. And then that exhale releases. So let's bring that leg back to center. Third hamstring stretch. Pull that towards us. Very good. And release that. Bend at the other leg. We can release that strap. Reach behind the knee, behind the foot, and imagine folding that onto the belly and chest. And release. And you have earned your relaxation. So find whatever you need for that. If you have an eye pillow, if you've got a regular pillow, if you've got a blanket, whatever you need for your relaxation. Let's lengthen through our legs towards one end of the room, reach through our fingers towards the other. Adding 3 inches to your height right here, lifting that low back, rib cage up off of the floor. Really reach, 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 reach. Inhale deeply here. As we exhale, begin to sink, begin to settle, begin to quiet things. If you have that, if you're lucky to have that eye pillow over your eyes, enjoy the heaviness and the darkness. That heaviness of the eye pillow over the face, over the sinuses, often feels very good, especially during the winter time, during the sinusy time. Allowing your breath to slow, release your jaw. A few moments of quiet. Still relaxing. And let's bend those knees. Tailbone under, low back press into the floor. And then let's drop both of those knees over to your most comfortable side. And take yourself onto your side for a breath or two here. And then let's slowly begin to rest ourselves up. Bring ourselves up into a seated pose. That feels strong for you. So it could be simple cross leg. It could be legs out in front of you. It could be kneeling. Let's set that up. Stacking the spine. Lengthening up through that neck, crown of the head lifting. Let's inhale and sweep our arms up. Bring our palms together. And exhale, eyes following our fingers. Take our chin to chest. Lift that head center. Take fingers to forehead. As we leave today, let us think thoughts of truth. Take our fingers to our lips. As we leave today, let us speak words of love. Taking hands to heart. As we leave today and face the world, let our lives be a light of truth and a light of love, having hearts of compassion and mercy, knowing that we have not been given a spirit of fear, but the spirit of love and a sound and peaceful mind. Inhaling it deeply. And exhale. And again, big, deep inhale. And big cleansing exhale. And have a blessed rest of your day and a good weekend.